Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome everybody here today to the Wilmington High School Auditorium for a very special occasion. I wanted to be sure to invite our senior class because I knew you would be excited about what's going to occur here today, and I certainly look forward to all of this. But before we move on, I want to introduce a few of our local dignitaries who have taken their time to spend with us today. Three of our school committee members who are here today, Dr. Leslie Quick, Mrs. Margaret Kane, Mr. Robert Hayes. Thank you for being here. Town Manager, Mr. Michael Kyron. Superintendent of Schools, Joanne Benton. Representing Representative Maselli's office, Margaret Wilson. Chief of Police, Chief Pagonis on the sidewall. And Senator Bruce Tarr. And our next guest will take this into a new direction for you and join me in welcoming Elizabeth Heffernan, Secretary of the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security for the state of Massachusetts.
Good afternoon to everyone, and thank you very much for having me. I have to tell you, I am the mother of a senior in high school, so I know what this time of year is for you all, and you're probably all desperate to get out of here for the afternoon. But let me tell you something. I'm delighted to be the Secretary of Public Safety for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. My name is Mary Beth Heffernan. I'm here to represent Governor Patrick and Lieutenant Governor Murray. And it's one of the things about my job that I love very much, which is honoring young people and the contributions that they make to our schools, to our community, and to the other younger people, the other younger kids that are coming along through both the middle schools, the elementary schools, and the high schools. So I'm delighted to be here today. It's a particularly great honor to be in Division II championship hockey country. I also want to thank the sponsors of this Dance Don't Chance contest, which are AAA Southern New England, Jammin' 94.5 and KISS 108, Boston Limo, In Control Advanced Driver Training, Winston Flowers, Delaria Salons, and Vitamin Water. We greatly appreciate their contributions. As you know, state dollars are very limited, and we love to have the opportunity to give great gifts to people for this kind of a program. So this is the 5th year we've held the Dance Don't Chance prom and graduation video contest. It's a great way for you all, as young people, and throughout the state, high schools in the state, to show how you would tell your friends to keep safe during prom season particularly, okay? So we know no texting and driving, obviously no drinking, and no drinking and driving. You wear your seatbelt every single time, no excuse, and you make sure that your friends wear their seatbelts every single time, no excuse. Those are the things that are going to keep you safe, and they're going to make you head towards graduation and all the wonderful things that are facing you as you move on through your early teens, through your late teens rather, in your early 20s. And we want you to be able to contribute as much as you've been doing through your high school years. So we had 49 video contests, video entrants actually throughout the state for this contest. The high quality work was amazing. The KISS 108 and 94.5 judges were just so impressed with the quality of the folks that sent in their videos. We had great positive feedback from the YouTube channel that sponsored it, and over 30,000 people watched the videos that your peers put in. I'm very, very proud to tell you that you are here because we're announcing the winner of one of the contests, and he's your own Zachary Frost. Come on. to give to Zachary, and I want to give them to him, but before that, I want to make sure that I recognize his family, whom I met on the way in, who are so proud of him, and his brother Jeremy, who I know contributed to the music so much, and I learned a lot from him talking about how he used a certain program, and we had a really nice talk about how he plays strings, and I told him a little trick of mine, which is, when I am out of this job, which is a very demanding one, I want to learn how to play the guitar, so maybe I'll call on you for that. But thank you very much. So here are some gifts for you. 5 gift cards for corsages and boutonnieres, which are provided by Winston Flowers, and 5 gift certificates from Delirious Salons. We'll have 12 cases of vitamin water delivered to your school prom for that night. And I'm just so delighted to have you here. Let's take a look at his video so we can see what the winning video looks like.
Life is beautiful. Life is fun. Life is friends and family. Life is entertaining. Life is decisions. Decisions can change your life forever. Have you ever wondered what life would be like without you? Wondering isn't the same as seeing. Making poor decisions like drinking and driving and not wearing your seatbelt affects a lot more lives than just your own.
Job. Thank you so much, Zachary. I appreciate it. I'd like to now invite up Mary McGuire of AAA Southern New England, and she will present your school with a gift as well.
Hi, everybody. Congratulations, class of 2012. That's pretty exciting. Is everybody counting the days at this point? Yeah. How many days? How many days? I figured you would know the answer to that question right away. Okay, well, congratulations. I know you're looking forward to summer. But I want to say thank you to Secretary Heffernan for all of her fine work in terms of public safety, and I also want to congratulate Zach for what is a wonderful video and very touching. It actually relates to what I'm going to be talking about with you here this afternoon. My heart sank when I heard the news 10 days ago that 3 young people had been killed in what appeared to be a high-speed crash on Morrissey Boulevard in Dorchester. They were apparently on their way home from a party. 21-year-old John Doherty Carter, 19-year-old Samantha Pinson, and 19-year-old Paul Regan were way too young to die. And certainly all the science tells us that if any one of these 3 young drivers had been wearing a seatbelt, their chances of survival would have improved by at least 50%. In other words, had these 3 been belted, they would have had a much better shot of being here with us and with their families today. What a life-altering difference seatbelts could possibly have made to them, to their grieving families and friends, and certainly to their communities. Think of the lives they would have lived, the feats they could have accomplished, just as all of you will go out to accomplish so much and to live great lives going forward. Think of all you have to look forward to right now, all you're excited about, prom coming up, summer, college, all of those things. But for Samantha, John, and Paul, there is no future like the one that you're looking forward to today. Science tells us not only that seatbelts would have offered these 3 the best possible protection in a crash, science tells us that at 19 or at 21 or even at 24, our brains are still not fully developed, neither is mine for that matter. In particular, the sphere of the brain that controls judgment. Because of that, young people like yourselves are wired to simply take risks more often, whether it be through the 3 Ds, drinking and driving, distracted driving, drowsy driving, or speeding and reckless driving. That's why all of us, state officials, me at AAA, law enforcement, parents, and your teachers, keep talking with you all of the time about the life and death importance of making good decisions. Your families obviously also talk to you often. But beyond that, in the absence of good decision making, because after all, we all make mistakes, even someone as ancient as I am, our seatbelt is the best protection against the lapses in judgment. You don't have to agree with that. We all experience from time to time. Our seatbelt is really our last best defense. When seatbelts are used, only 6% of occupants are ejected from their vehicles. Without belts, 44% of occupants are thrown from their cars, and I think that's a pretty startling statistic. I have really lived these statistics. My own son was saved by his seatbelt when he fell asleep at the wheel when he was just 17, coming home from a prom in Fitchburg. He was seriously injured, but he is alive and well today and a junior in college thanks to his seatbelt. And he tells me all the time, Mom, I know that people my age take risks, but I always tell my friends, you can't take a chance with a seatbelt. You gotta buckle up 100% of the time. You're never too young, by the way, to have a voice in government, so please work with us at AAA to pass the primary seatbelt bill in Massachusetts, which will make our seatbelt laws stronger. We know that a primary bill will lead to at least 10% more Bay Staters buckling up on a regular basis. So call your legislators and urge them, as Governor Patrick recently did, to pass a stronger, more effective seatbelt law. Senate Bill 1211, House Bill 2401, and I'm happy to talk with any of you afterwards about that if you want to get involved in our campaign. If the law leads more of us to buckle up, and again, science tells us it will, then we know those 3 young people on Morrissey Boulevard would have at least had a better chance of staying alive. So dance, don't chance. Remember the dangers of the 3 Ds. Drive safely, have a safe and wonderful summer and a terrific prom, and always buckle up. Thank you. And on behalf of AAA Southern New England, I'm very happy to present this check to Zach. What a wonderful video, what a terrific message, and congratulations again.
I told Zach he has to stay up, he has some more stuff to do here. Let's have Dan Strollo, President of In-Control Advanced Driver Training, come up. He's got some gift certificates to give you.
Secretary, I can't possibly, you've got 18 days left of school, so I gotta get off this stage before you guys kick me out of here. Zach, fantastic job. We're gonna take him through our course, save him another 5% off your insurance from what I just talked to your mom about, and hopefully you can tell your friends about it. For you guys, I just have one request. It's hard, we talked about, taking risks and that sort of thing. Watch out for each other. If you can make sure your friends don't do dumb things, you can keep them safe. If you can't watch out for yourself, watch out for them. Keep them from doing silly things. Car crashes by far the #1 killer for teens. So if you can keep them from doing things like not wearing their seatbelt, driving too fast, drinking and driving, all the things we've been talking about today, you'll do them a huge service and they will thank you someday, I promise. Good luck, folks. Have a great summer.
I also wanted to introduce John Cobios from Boston Limo. He wanted to come up and say a few words.
How you doing? I'll keep this very brief. My name's John. We have a whole bunch of limos in the area, and we encourage kids to take pictures and to use text messaging inside of the limo because we have a professional driver doing that. Please don't drink. Please don't do drugs. Please don't do any of that stuff for your prom, and have a really good time. He hooked you guys up, man. You're going to have a free DJ. You're going to have free waters at your prom. So really just have a great time and give this kid a pat on the back as you're at your prom. Congratulations.
I also, in the audience, wanted to recognize Joe Quintero from Vitamin Water for being a wonderful sponsor. Thank you very much, Joe. You're very fortunate to be represented by a wonderful state senator. Bruce Todd wanted to come up and give a presentation, I think, to Zachary, if he's still here. Yes.
you very much, Madam Secretary, and good afternoon. And I just want to say how appreciative I am to the Secretary for all of the good work that she does and for the work that she does in coming out and working with all of us in public safety, whether that be in our legislative offices at the State House or whether it be here at Wilmington High School, working with all of us to make sure that you have a safe prom season and a wonderful future to look forward to. But you know what, most of all, I want to ask you today, are you proud of your school or what? Yes! You can say it. Are you proud of your school? I am so proud of your school, and I want to tell you that I had the privilege of coming to your assembly about the prom. And I was so proud to watch all of you and your families pay attention, ask questions, care about each other, and commit yourselves to making sure that you have a safe prom season. I know that it's a busy time in your lives. There's a lot to be excited about, a lot to think about. But I hope you'll take a few moments as you conclude your days here at Wilmington High School and think about how lucky you are to live in this great town with a great town manager like Mike Kyron, who provides such outstanding leadership, with a great chief of police like Mike Pagonis and all of his troops who do such a wonderful job of protecting us, or a great school system led by Superintendent Benton, and a wonderful school committee which is represented here today. But most of all, a community that cares about every one of you and the potential for a great future that you have and the special people that you are. And we're reminded again today about how special all of you are by one particular individual who has achieved excellence. You know, we all felt incredibly proud and exuberant when the Wildcats won that hockey championship, and that was something to be proud of. But we also have an individual to be proud of, and to remember that people contribute in different ways. And Zachary has shown us that you can take your talents and make a difference in people's lives. I can't imagine how hard it is in 1 minute to convey the message about not texting, about using your seatbelt, about not drinking and driving or engaging in substance abuse. But he did it, and that's a real talent. And it's also important you enlisted Jeremy to help you as well. And you parents should be so proud, and it's great that they're here today because they have a wonderful family. And Jeremy, you're pretty special too. And you did a great job. So thank you. But you composed the music. So what a wonderful job that you did. For someone like me who has no talent, I'm really impressed by what you did. And also thanks to all the sponsors and all the partners in this program that are here today. But most of all, Zachary, thank you for sharing your talents with people all across the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and communicating with your peers. Because we in the legislature and the Secretary Heffernan, we pass a lot of laws. But at the end of the day, the laws are only as good as the respect people have for them. And your message reminds us all why we should care about this stuff. So thank you very, very much for what you've done. I have a citation from myself and my colleagues in the Senate, and it reads, "Be it known that the Massachusetts Senate hereby extends its congratulations to Zachary Frost in recognition of winning the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security Highway Safety Division's annual Safe Prom and Graduation Video Contest called Dance, Don't Chance. And be it further known that the Massachusetts Senate extends best wishes for continued success, that this citation be duly signed by the President of the Senate and attested to and a copy thereof transmitted by the Clerk of the Senate. And this is signed by our Senate President, Therese Murray. It's attested to by our Clerk, William F. Welch. And I am proud to offer it on April 25th of 2012. And let me just ask everyone out there as I present this to you, are we proud of Zachary? Yes.
Along with Senator Tarr, your aide represented by Representatives James Maselli and Margaret Wilson, his chief of staff is here to present a certificate from the House of Representatives.
Senator, you're hard act to follow. Representative Maselli could not be here today as they are debating the budget for the House of Representatives. I have the unique cite here, as I sat in your seats 40 years ago, class of 72 was sitting to the same line. Don't drink, don't drive drunk. Guys, I see these beautiful faces here. Please listen to the message, make the right decision, and make sure you have a long, healthy life too. On behalf of Representative Selly, and as representatives, be it hereby known that to all the Massachusetts House of Representatives offers sincerest congratulations to you, Zachary, in recognition of your winning the 2010 Dance Don't Chance video contest hosted by the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security's Highway Safety Division. Your powerful presentation sends an outstanding message to your peers of the importance of making good decisions while driving. Your hard work and passion for your craft will pave the way for what should be an exciting and rewarding future. Congratulations. The entire membership extends its very best wishes and expresses the hope of future good fortune and continued success in all your endeavors, given this 25th day of April 2012 by Robert DeLeo, Speaker of the House, authored by your State Representative James Selly. Congratulations.
You're almost done, Zach, trust me. I just want to tell you all how proud I am. From all the remarks that we've heard and from my obvious looking out at this crowd, you have so much to be proud of. Not only your athletic prowess, but you've made it to senior year. You've got 17 more days. You have a wonderful winning member of your student body. Please, as I say to my son, finish strong, be safe, and make good decisions. I'm going to introduce Chief Michael Lagonis, who's a wonderful partner to the Executive Office of Public Safety and Security, to say a few words as well.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing today? All right. I just want to, first of all, I look out and I notice you're a captive audience. So for the next 45 minutes that I have your attention, nobody's up for that, right? School week's out, another 20 minutes or so. Basically, this is about partnerships. And certainly from the leadership up in the front row, honestly, Zach's family, a model family, we all partner together on a regular basis with programs that we put together for you folks. I was thinking this last night when I wrote Senator Tarr's speech. This is about partnerships, and you are partners as well. When you go out in the car with 3 or 4 other friends, you share the same responsibility. And I can go on and extol, the virtues of not texting and driving, not drinking and driving. It's all stuff that you've heard over and over and over again. And I repeat it to my children on a regular basis, and I know how much they really want to listen to me. They're teenagers. Quite frankly, I'm glad that you're all here, because when I walk through the front door of the house, everybody scatters, because they know they're going to get it. So, take those tools that you have, take the information that you can provide, look at the partnerships that are created on behalf of you, on behalf of society in general. Zach's video was certainly pointed to me. I have 3 sons. We play board games at the table. So personally, when I look at that, I know how much my youngest boy looks up to my oldest son. And any vacuum, anything that's missing in that order is devastating to a family. So, what you'll lose by not getting that text out today, what you'll lose by not having that sip of alcohol when they get behind the wheel of the car, what you'll lose is so insignificant to what's ahead of you in your lives, what's before you in college, in family, in growing old, and having children and grandchildren, and all those great things that we can all agree are basically what life is all about. That text pales in comparison to that. It's not necessary. That sip of alcohol really doesn't matter. You're still going to have fun. You're still going to enjoy your peers. You're still going to enjoy your family. You're going to do all those things. So it comes down to this partnership. You and your friends and your fellow students stepping up for each other. Just giving that tap on the shoulder, say, you know what, not today. Saying, pull the car over, I want to get out if you're going to text. Those things are important. You have the tools, you've been given to them. The police department has brought you the DARE program, the school department has brought you all these different programs, EOPS, the police department, everybody has worked together as partners, so now it's up to you. It's up to you to be partners in your own safety, partners in your own future. Take advantage of what you've been given and build on it. I want to say, Zach, super job. Couldn't have felt it more in my heart. Really, really wonderful. It's really, when I watched the video, I was thinking, it is that well-crafted and well thought out. It hits the point, exactly. There's nothing that's missing. So I want to thank Zach, I want to thank the school department, I want to thank all of you for being here today. Secretary Heffernan, at this time I'd like to introduce Superintendent Joanne Benton. Thank you.
I'm the closer. First of all, I want to thank Secretary Heffernan and all of our invited guests for coming to Wilmington today. It is my hope that you have experienced a tiny glimpse of what I love so much, and that is this community. This community, and all our students know, is made up more than just of the schools. It involves a town manager and town departments that care about all of you. It involves senior citizens that these students once a week go across the street to volunteer their services to. It involves our young children that our students go and support in the younger grades. This is a special community because it's a community that totally cares about the class of 2012. And we want you to have a wonderful, wonderful experience as you end your high school days at Wilmington High School. I too have two sons, and I will never forget the nights that they went to the proms because I did not sleep. And your parents will not sleep either. We want what's best for you. If there's anything that you can take from this assembly, from Zach's incredible video, there are people out there to support you. Pick up the phone, ask a friend, ask an adult, but don't make a bad decision on prom night or graduation night, because we want all of you to come back to celebrate the new Wilmington High School when it opens in a couple of years. So, congratulations to Zach's family. He does have a younger brother that no one acknowledged, and I want to acknowledge, who's a fourth grader at North, who also has great interest. We acknowledge his grandparents and his parents, and we acknowledge all of you for being the very best that Wilmington has to offer. Thank you all again.
Thank you for having me. Enjoy the rest of the year. Good luck to all of you. Okay, hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attention today. I'd like to have one last big round of applause for Zach. Thank all of you for your attention today. We have about 6 or 7 minutes. I'm going to take a chance here, and because I know you'll be able to handle this, I'm going to let you go 5 minutes early today. If you can get to your lockers and get your stuff quietly without interrupting everybody else. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you.
Zachary for putting together an incredible video on public safety and the safety of the prom. It's a really important message in his video, which I'm sure you'll be able to see on the local cable station. It was incredible. Really hit home with the people in the audience and all of our sponsors. This is an important message in the Executive Office of Public Safety on behalf of the Governor and Lieutenant Governor. We want to work with schools and students to let them know that it's important to drive safe, don't drink, don't do any have any substance abuse. Don't text and drive, don't speed. We want you to get to your prom, have fun at your prom, and we want to make sure that you're home safe and be at the graduation. And we want you to continue to make those safe decisions. And we want to thank Zachary for putting together this incredible video and winning the Don't Chance Video Contest. Thank you.